Senator Greg Steube. Thank you for coming on our show. I want to talk about this bill that you introduced last month that would allow anyone with a permit, as this shooter had, to openly carry a gun inside any airport in Florida. After what happened yesterday, are you standing by that bill?
Well, that individual shooter, if he was from Alaska, he didn't have a concealed carry permit in the state of Florida. What my bill does is allow people that have a concealed carry permit in the state of Florida to, on the non-secure side of that airport, which is where the shooting occurred, to carry their firearm just like they carry in other places in our state. And we've seen a lot of these events, the Pulse nightclub, Florida State shooting, where other shootings have occurred, have been in gun-free zones. In that airport, no concealed permit carrier holder was legally able to carry at that airport because currently they're restricted from carrying. So right now that's a gun-free zone, and I just don't think that law-abiding citizens who have gone through the necessary background checks and training should be prohibited from carrying when the facts show over 28 years of concealed carry in Florida that it's a very law-abiding group of people that have a permit.
So do you think then that the Fort Lauderdale tragedy would have had fewer victims if people with those permits could have had guns with them?
I'm sorry?
So then in your view, do you think that the tragedy would have been minimized, or there would have been fewer victims had people with permits been able to have guns with them in that area of the airport?
It certainly could have, and I certainly think that I, as a concealed permit carrier holder, should have the right to defend myself. Just because I walk to a college campus or a non-secure area of an airport, my right to carry shouldn't be stripped just because there's a law that says I can't carry to protect myself when I can carry in other parts of the state. So yes, if there was somebody there who was a concealed carry permit holder, they were following the law and didn't have their gun on them at the time, had the law been changed like I want to change, it very possibly could have.
Airports in Florida right now are gun-free zones. Do you want there to be 0 gun-free zones anywhere in Florida?
There's several different areas within the statute that we've gone in and looked at. Over the past several years, I filed a bill to repeal the gun-free zone on college campuses. That bill's passed the House of Representatives the last couple of years. Now that I'm in the Senate, I'm going to try to work to repeal that gun-free zone. And there are areas in our state where we've seen consistently they've been targeted by terrorists and others wishing to cause havoc and murder our citizens.
So to be clear, and again, this suspect, he did have a permit, but it was in Alaska. It is true that it was not in Florida, we believe. But to be clear, after this tragedy, you still have not changed your stance on, in this bill that you introduced, allowing people with permits to carry guns in these, right now, no gun zones in the airports, correct?
Well, to be clear, right now, as we sit here today and when that shooting occurred, no licensed concealed carry permit holder legally could carry in that airport. And that didn't stop an individual from coming and shooting and killing individuals. So why would repealing that and giving law-abiding citizens like myself and others who have the training and the ability to protect themselves, why wouldn't we want to give them that ability just like they have in any other places in our state?
All right. Florida State Senator Greg Steube, thank you for coming on.